Why am I hearing double? Oh. There we go. All right, we will get started here in a second. Okay. Ran to the restroom really quick. All right, give me just a second. And we should be good. I'm going all over the place here. Okay. There we go. Now I can see. Tilt it so I can see the chat. My setup is so much different now. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, I have the big ass light on. Hold on. Boop. Alright, here we are. So, we are painting up this awesome lady here today, and she is going to be rocking purple with, like, green OSL goodness. So, I hope you guys are ready. This is the Makeup Scholar video for this month, so it is the $5 level on Patreon. Make sure you check that out, patreon.com/MiniPainting Studio. All right, we're gonna get started pretty simply. I'm gonna take clear purple, which I already had on the palette from earlier today. Okay. Oh, sorry, I gotta close that window because Sydney's messaging me. Sorry, guys. Close it here in a second once I do this base coat. Alright, so okay. Now there's all kinds of extra details on this dress, but we will line them out as we get to them. I'm not too concerned. This is not the correct base for her either, but I threw her on here just because it was cool. Ooh, look, I still got a little support there on that knife. I tried to rapidly clean her up the best I could because I had to prime her, which was a little scary, right? Priming stuff currently, but airbrush booth is moved and works a little bit better, and the window's open, and yada yada yada. I think it worked out okay. Utilizing the zenithal, of course, so we will get a little bit of cheating in on our highlighting. Alright, now the hat. Who doesn't love a good hat? Don't answer that question with me, because then you get kicked from the page. What's funny, now she looks like a pimp. I didn't realize that for about 2 seconds. But it'll work out. Alright, so now these are dry. Let me close that window. So we don't hear any more bookings. What's cool is I actually have a USB fan here now, so I can put the mini in front of it. Not that it matters, but this will dry here in 2 shakes. 2 shakes of a wiggle. Alright. Uno momento. Well, so big thank you to the infamous Jacob. Look at the primer on my finger. Sorry, is this one better? Nope, my hands are grody. Here, we'll point with the brush. Big thank you to the infamous Jacob Jansen right there. He literally went and donated the entire remaining amount of the GoFundMe about an hour ago. So, there it is. There it is. Truly remarkable kindness. I'm going to go ahead and take a brown to start off the base. It'll be gray or whatever. But so I'm going to take dark skin and we're just going to coat that on top of everything on the base. What's funny is GoFundMe, they send deposits every 24 hours, right, with whatever balance you have. So they've paid me out, right, however many days it's been going, pretty consistently. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple to that. Oh, sorry, is the thing not? Oh. But since the actual campaign completed, they're like, we need you to verify your bank account. I'm like, okay, I mean, all right. Kind of weird, but so I have to like take a photo of a bank statement, and this whole time they've been depositing it, like I said. But it's just funny that now that I hit the goal, they're like, nah. Which, of course, I have a paperless bank, so I'm gonna have to download and print a statement, and then it says it takes 1 to 2 days to get your bank verified, which again, it's already verified, but it's alright. I just thought it was funny that that's how it operates. Like, that seems odd that they would pay you and then at the very end be like, maybe not. But whatever. But whatever. Alright, we're gonna throw this on here. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of World Edit is that, like, since it's the end of the I mean, people can continue to donate, right? Like, GoFundMe's don't actually, like, they get deleted if nothing has been donated after, I think, like, 90 days. But, it's just interesting that, like, you know, I mean, it was paying out the entire time. That's how I was able to afford the refunding of all the 3D print orders, everything like that. But it's just funny, you know. But that's the only thing I can think of, is since it hit the funding goal, maybe that's like a security measure. Who knows? Alright, so we got a base knocked in there. Should we do, I'm thinking about our paint job here. Okay. So, I'm going to grab a military blue. We were already using it earlier today, working on this guy previously. If you were unable to join us, we were starting the non-metallic metal here on this bust for our $20 Patreon tier. We always work on a high-level project 1 hour a week. We're 2 hours behind, so we have to do 2 hours of painting. We did an hour earlier today. We're going to do another hour tomorrow. And then Sunday, we catch up with another hour. Well, we don't catch up, but we're back on track. I think we do an hour tomorrow. Maybe it's Friday? I forget. We double up on something on Friday? I don't know, guys. I'm literally existing a day at a time. The best I can. Alright, so we're going to take this nice bluish gray, and I'm going to put it on top of our staff here. Now then, I would like to do this like in a gold or whatever. Usually we don't do non-metallic metal for our $5 classes, but since this has been such a terrible month for all you people on Patreon, with me being like halfway dead, I figured, hey, we'll go ahead and we'll just do 2 cool paint jobs for everybody, right? The theme that everyone voted on for this paint job, every paint job has a theme. This time around, I literally just sort of had fun with it. It wasn't necessarily focused on, like a technique, but rather just a theme or whatever. And so it was all food. And so people voted on steak and donuts. So what that means painting wise was we were going to do a vampire hunter. So she is a vampire hunter. And by definition, or by description, you can see the stakes there on her little belt. But what's funny then is the other one we're painting up for this month, so I think we work on him tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think. But either way, it's a vampire hunter in a wheelchair, which was like, that was what I came up with for donuts that everybody voted on. Because he's out there doing donuts while killing vampires, so I figured it'd be cool. But he's a really fun sculpt as well. We're going to have a lot of fun doing these. So just putting this nice blue-gray over anything that is going to eventually be metal. Coverage doesn't necessarily matter all the way right now, because we will end up going back and reworking stuff. But that's pretty much it. We'll probably do like gold on the crosses there. So now what I want to do is I want to get a little bit of black. And I'm going to mix some black into the military blue. I want to make a really deep, rich, dark bluish gray. And this will be the base coat for our fur cowl. Now I'm totally copying Nico D's, because I saw him paint a fur cowl on a Games Workshop miniature. He literally like posted it today or something, but he did a pretty cool effect where he highlighted it up from like a skin tone to a green kind of tint color, and we're gonna do the exact same thing here, just because I thought it looked cool. So, and it also will play into the purple and green dynamic we're gonna end up going for. If we're really trying to play with color theory, we can do her hair as sort of a orangey tone, and then we'll come full circle. There's that. Everything else, though, I'm unsure of what to do with that interior little portion of the robe, and then everything else I'm guessing will be browns and leathers, which should be relatively easy peas. So we're still waiting on the dress to dry all the way, so I'm going to hold her very timidly here on the feather. Do a nice little rim here. I don't think I have enough paint, actually. Okay. Hey, Todd. Yeah, I know this is going to take a lot out of me, so tomorrow, like I said, will be the real test as to see like if I can handle doing this much stuff in a day. Because I still need to start shipping out and producing the 3D bundle orders. You know, I just got a lot going on, obviously. And if I can handle kind of pushing myself a little bit every day and just hitting the ground running, you know, the faster I can get caught up, the easier life will be, because the longer I'm kind of not able to do things, you know, my entire life is based on schedules and delivery dates. So, kind of sucks. If I can't do anything, it just makes me nervous, as it would. But all right, so cool. Not really a crucial thing to do at that point in time, but I figured why not. So for the purple, we're actually going to go a couple different directions, but I'm going to grab a clear magenta, and then I'm going to grab a skin tone. And I don't see my tan skin anywhere. Are you over here? Probably. Let's see. Everything is out of whack a bit. I thought I put all my paints up correctly, but clearly not. Well, I know I wouldn't use that later. That's good. Well, I can mix my own. Oh, is this tan? Am I looking at it? No, that's Bronze Shadow. Well, all right. Well, I'll use Bronze Shadow, and we have white on the palette. Same difference. No idea where that color is, so. Here somewhere. Right here? No? You can tell not much has changed. Rearranged the entire room, and I'm like, I don't know where this is. All right. Let's do some cool blends here, huh? All right. Oh, oh my god, I'm dumb. I'm touching the hair. Hold on, I'm just gonna hold this in front of the fan. One of the reasons why I got the little fan right here as well. One, whenever I have the fan above me on, I always talk about it, right? Like it dries the wet palette. But two, my airbrush is now literally completely across the room. When I showed it off earlier today, it was closed. And you can see the booth now when it's open. But I used to dry stuff all the time with the airbrush, so can't really do that anymore. But you know what? Oh, that's not what I thought that was. I thought I had... I guess not. Okay. Well, okay. I thought I had a little thing of blue tack over here. Is this it? No? Wait, I literally have like an entire box that had like 10 packs. Oh, yeah. Literally, brand new. Alright. I'm just gonna stick her to a GW holder real quick. Which is funny, using blue tack on a miniature holder, of course, but the base is too big. I have no idea where the large holder attachment is. So, we will do it this way. Pulling the blue tack, get it sticky. Alright. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, let's get to work here. Do you like the sound effects? Oh, I kind of didn't do this enough right there. Okay, we still fine on everything else though? Make sure, yes, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna take the clear purple there. There's a little bit of brown in here, but it's not a big deal. I'm gonna add a brush full, just kidding, tip full of white and a tip full of the bronze shadow. You should have a kind of warm grayish purple. And that will be our first highlight color here, assuming I'm not mistaken on what I'm planning. So, all right, let's see. Yep, that's perfect. Going into the vampire hunting orbs here to start off. You can see that color, it is a very neutral, warm purple tone. And the game that we're going to play is going with this warm sort of neutral purple and then to a more of a magenta pinkish purple. And it should give us a very dynamic color. I'm guessing. Oh, I saw your comment, Jay Basic. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's still kind of wet down here around these symbols, so I am going to be careful. But down around the edge there, that highlight won't be as pronounced. And then the entire edge of the dress will be a different color. We just got to figure that out at some point. We do have striped arms, so keep that in mind. So I'm keeping kind of the strip visible that you see there. The darker purple will probably go back with like a cream or ivory color to the ruffles. It should look pretty nice. Okay. Back of the dress here. Now then, if we're gonna do some kind of OSL glow off those candles, it's not going to be very pronounced, but we just have to remember to keep things relatively dark. Otherwise, it will look dumb. Not that it won't, but yeah, it is definitely still wet right there. Obviously, you can tell. So I might wait to hit that. Yeah, let's focus on the hat for now. Pulling directly across the top of the hat towards the edge. Stopping about halfway there. Really right as it starts to kind of change the angle of the hat is where I'm stopping. Nice little dynamic highlight there, looks pretty good. If we really need to get in there to see that, oh, wrong button. Right here, sorry. Look at the print lines, look at those things, isn't that funny? And then suddenly they're gone. Wow. But, so we're aiming for the top of the hat there, and that color transition. I didn't use the 3D primer like I normally do, because my airbrush is not happy with me right now, and I knew that it would just be more of a problem if I went for it. It also takes longer to dry, so I was in a bit of a hurry here today. But it's funny, you really can't see any of the print lines, and this is zoomed in. But obviously when you hit that mega zoom, it's like, wow, wait, look at that. All right, it's pretty good. Going on to the back. Maybe a little bit on the bottom. Really not much to see when it comes to the hat currently. Go ahead and hit the edge. All right, so now I'm gonna go back onto here. Okay. What's funny is I don't even think that's wet. I think it's just shiny from the clear purple. So maybe it is, but either way, I can put paint there, so works for me. All right, I'll ignore the back. Okay, so now we're gonna go for our slightly brighter tone here. So I'm gonna get a little bit more white, mix it up, and then I want some magenta. I want to go more pinkish purple than purple. So a little brush full of the magenta. There it is. This may not be a big enough jump, so we will find that out very quickly here. So while that looks really nice, it's not enough of a jump. So I'm going to do a little bit more white, a little bit more magenta, and then a little bit of that bronze shadow. There it is. I feel like this is definitely gonna pop. This is like a really nice corally color. Salmon. A little bit dark to be salmon, but there we go. Very nice. Need to make a little bit thinner area here. There we go. What's nice about purple too is that it does glaze so well, right, that we can really go back and edit anything we need to. But hopefully you guys get an idea of the color I'm looking for here on the purple. It is just really nice and warm. Okay. Now around the bottom, I don't want to highlight it up anymore, only because we're going to go so much brighter on that little trim. See on the back maybe. Oh, we do need to do something up here. Okay, on the hat. Going relatively thin to try and highlight up directly towards the edge here. I'm kind of stippling more than anything else. I feel like this texture of the cloth is probably more velvety. But I am going to go back with a little bit darker color glaze right at this transition because it's kind of hard for me to see with the angle. So I feel like if I kind of do a mid-tone back, it'll chill. There you go. Right? Better? Much better. That is a buttery, smooth transition. All right, let me go back here. Let's see. So on this darker side, I'm only doing kind of these ridges, and then I'm gonna go back with that mid-tone color I mixed, and just go into it that way. Just like that. That looks good. Do the same thing here, actually. All right. I am very pleased with our purple cloth here today. Let's back the other side of the hat. After not painting for over 2 weeks, which already feels weird. It's nice to know I didn't get brush amnesia. Cool. So I think I'm gonna mix this down one more time into more of a mid-tone. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just taking the highlight color. I'm leaving some because I still want to highlight that up further and be able to do a like edge highlight. And then I'm going into our deeper area, making it a little bit brighter. I still want it to be more of like that browner tone. I want whatever trim we pick to really pop. So that's why I'm leaving it darker. And because I'm lazy. Big lazy. But am I kidding? No. Since I know we have a lot of detail to do here today, I don't want to go too far. on any one thing. Back this out so I can get a better overall vibe. Vibe check. Are we cool? All right, we're cool. What I'm comparing. Sorry, let me actually say what I'm doing. I'm comparing the tone here to the highlighted tones on the top, and I think it's good. Makes sense. I don't know if these little angles even show up on camera. I mean, they kind of do, sorry. It's just weird because I have to rotate the mini so frequently here. And going really fast, too. To be fair. Okay. So, pleased with that. I think it all is looking crispy. Okay, so now I'm going to get more white and magenta, and I want like a bubblegum pink almost. Really, I want like a rich magenta. There it is. That looks good. A little bit of that nice bronze shadow. Why? Because it just makes it so warm and rich. We're talking about 1% of colors here. We're talking about Jeff Bezos. Very saturated. Come back from space, give away 100 million for no reason. All right, let's go. A little bit here on top of the Orbi. Just a touch. Just a touch here in the middle of the chest. Okay. Top here. Awesome. Oh yeah, this is killer, man. Top right here. Awesome. All right, and then the arms here. I know I'm looking at my monitor a lot. Whenever you see me look up and look to the other direction there, it's me double checking the monitor. But it's because I haven't painted in so long. I'm like constantly making sure I'm in frame because otherwise I kind of will get lost and I'll never check. And then people will be like, Josh sucks. I can't see anything he does. Which is fine. I can be bad, it's fine. Hitting the edge there, I want the edge to be nice and bright. Especially these little curls. I feel like the curls are a focal point. So if they're brighter than the brim, middle of the brim, I feel like it's okay. Man, this purple is just really tooting my horn. Saying such nice things. All right. What do you know? What do you know? I feel like we've oh, the camera's doing... Hold on. I just realized this was on. Sorry, guys. It gets really weird when the stabilizer's on. Sorry, the camera's shaking. It's hard to tell, but like the whole background will shift in a really weird way. All right, we're cool. What do we work on next? We need to do the candles last. Why don't we do... Let's do the feather. So for the feather, I'm going to take that same brown that we used earlier on the base, thin it. Flip this bad girl over. Gonna glaze right into there. If you zenithal differently, which I'm guessing everybody does, right? And the end of your feather isn't dark, you can just glaze a couple layers of black as you move your way back. I'm actually gonna add some more in the back here. There you go. Very nice. Now then, we're going to take the bronze shadow color, that really nice, rich golden color, and I'm going to glaze this towards the middle. It's middle. What am I saying? The connecting point here. And then I'm going to take down the rib, down the center, this same color. Just use the side of the brush. Nice little neat line. Just like so. And then with the same glaze, just kind of trail off on the feather edges. Just like that. Okay. A little bit of white, bronze shadow. Sorry, I'm going to change my focal length to right here so I don't have to move my hand up and down. There we go. Of course I say that and then I end up moving my hand. That's how that goes. Okay. I'm not really concerned, right, towards the back of the feather. Other than being super zoomed in, right? It's just gonna kind of taper off into its own thing. I need a little bit more right here. There we are. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that sort of middle color that we had, and boom. Taper it into this brighter color because it's kind of sticking out a little bit too much there. It's being a little bit too loud. Chill out. Just a feather, it ain't that serious. Well, something like that. There we go. Cool. Alright. And then, of course, we gotta crisp it up. Crisp it up. Get some white. And these little things aren't necessarily sculpted that I'm throwing on there, like the little very small feather sections, but it's just a way to get some visual interest. I mean, why be basic when you can go a little bit further and make something look cool? Unless you're pressed for time or your brush control is a little bit wonky, then by all means, don't worry about it. But for everybody else, you gotta do it. Okay, and then of course glazing back down with the tanned bronze shadow, tan shadow, whatever this is, just like this. About halfway through. See how it makes it nice and rich? So we're just gonna let that chill for a second, make sure it looks all right, and then we'll call it done so on the Featherito. But a nice yellow rich tone next to a purple, chef's kiss. Always works well together. So I'm evaluating what we're doing next here while that kind of dries. Yeah, see how that little transition worked really nice. Okay. So we've got that. Obviously, we got some metal things to paint. Skin. I'm not sure what else we've got necessarily to immediately focus on. So why don't we do the skin? I'm just literally going to take some of the white, 50-50 it into the bronze shadow. I am over here now, sorry. I know my palette cam is doing the auto thing today, but I don't want to move all the way over there to fix it. Tiny little tip full of magenta. There it is. Gonna base coat the skin. We're gonna be doing the wash and highlight on the skin today, so nothing too crazy. I was very interested. I was watching Angel Giraldez, and I was watching him paint skin the other day, and it's so funny because he his order of operations in color application is so backwards to what I would expect. Like, I also watched a little clip of him doing some yellow or like blonde hair, and I'm like, why are you going with this bright tone? And then just very interesting. Paints completely right, like completely different. Like the order in which he'll apply a bright color, a mid-tone, all very much different than what I would kind of my brain goes to automatically, which is always cool. I like seeing people and they're just totally different processes. Which is funny too, because then usually the people that end up painting like me are the ones that I like their work the most, right? Like Little Demon Studio, Nico D's, right? Like his style of painting, Honey Brush. They paint like I do, you know? And I see their work and I find little things I appreciate based on what I would appreciate in my own paint jobs because I know how they're doing it, right? And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right, not a lot of skin to mess with here, so pretty simple. You know, I kind of like this darker trim right there, that part that we didn't really paint, right? But I'm still figuring out what we're gonna do with it. All right, that's dry. I'm gonna grab a rust brown, of course. Is this thing doing the... I don't think you guys can hear it. Okay. That's the one thing I know that's already going to drive me crazy is the fact that my computer is literally like 4 feet away. It's not like it used to be where I could just immediately go in and adjust something. Just click, click. It's okay. We'll get used to it. You know what? Go ahead and take that same rust brown and put it all over the hair too. Even though the hair is very dark from the zenithal, it's very weird coloration going on in the hair, but we're gonna do a little trick on that. You also can't really see the hair in the back of the head, but we'll go ahead. Throw a little bit of color back there. No, this is for, we're doing our Patreon class, so this is the $5 scholar class from this month that we ended up missing. The Miniature Monday set for this month were busts. And yeah, the only thing on the web store right now are the stuff for the Patreon or the stuff for Miniature Monday. Everything else has been hidden, because obviously I don't want to get a bunch of orders of random stuff when I need to produce a bunch of stuff. Which, we'll see how it goes, but most likely in October, the store is going to disappear and just be for patrons only anyway, so... except for maybe the monthly bundles will be a public thing that people can order, but I'm guessing October. We'll see how things look in September. Okay, so I'm happy with that. You know, gray would look kind of good. I'm just not sure. I don't know. We'll have to guess. I'm going to take rust brown on its own, and let's go ahead and prep some of these like gold symbols and what have you. Handle of her little saber here. She's got like something wrapped around her sword, which is kind of confusing, but we'll cross that bridge when we need to get in the water. This monitor is gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. Now that I've heard it, I can't unhear it. It's doing the thing where it's playing like both audios when it literally is muted somehow. I don't know what that issue is. That's like a Windows problem. I wonder what these little balls are she's got. Are they bells? Are vampires afraid of bells? Is this something I don't know? Oh, hey, let's do the book really quick too right here. Actually, you know what? Hit the whole book. Or, well, yeah, actually, do the whole thing. And then her little belt buckle. And I have no idea what we're gonna do in there, so... maybe do little buttons. Who doesn't love a good button? Alright. Give me 1 second. As I scooch over here. I knew it. There we go. That's gonna drive me crazy, sorry guys. I have to yawn really big. Big yawns only. Okay. Alright. What a... oh, we're going for an hour. Alright, cool. Not bad for an hour of work, I would have to say. What's up with the... what? There we go. Okay, so. Oh yeah, they could be. The only reason I was thinking they weren't is because they have little indentions in them, like a bell has a little hole for the rattler. But oh my gosh, no. Hold on, sorry guys. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now I'll have to figure out how to do an airbrush cam over there in that booth. Okay. Okay. So let's get the brown. We're gonna do let's do auburn shadow for the rest of the like leathery bits. Because both, like, everything else that's out here needs to be washed with purple. That's how I always do the gold. So, man, my allergies been really bad the last few days. Ah, that's not, okay. I'm gonna mix 50-50, it's too bright. 50-50 with the dark skin. I'm trying to get it to like an intense brown tone. There we go. There it is. I needed to get it away from the Russ Brown family. And we'll go ahead and paint the stakes the same color. We'll just do an alternate highlight to make them look like a different brown. A little bit of a sneaky trick there. Just some little leather bracelet action. We'll go ahead and do the banding on the candelabra here, I guess, or her candle staff. This old school flashlight she's walking around with here. We'll do the same thing on the blade. We'll say that this is like some kind of leather wrap. Which my blade's a little bit curved, but I mean it kind of is. I don't know, it's a very strange shape for a weapon. It's like a mix between a rapier, a saber, and a sword. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. Very weird shape. It's kind of, oh, you know what it reminds me of? Scissors, actually. Like a scissor blade, because it's sort of flat, but it's still curved. I don't know, it's very, very odd shape, but looks fine to me. Go ahead and hit that in the middle. Alright, let's go ahead and do the middle here. Thanks, Todd. Alright, what else are we missing? Yeah, I don't want to do all of everything over here with that color, but close. Okay. Clear purple. I'm gonna do clear purple with a little bit of black. Actually, so I'm gonna take this clear purple with a little bit of black, and I'm gonna do this middle panel, and we're gonna highlight that up as a light blue-gray cloth, and I think it's gonna look really, really good. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I know it's gonna look good. And we're just gonna run this over anything that we just painted. Infantry sabers. Infantry sabers. What about infant sabers? The ones they give out at daycares to train. Alright, so we'll do that here. I have no idea, right here? Okay. Okay. We're getting there. And then I'm going to take that same color, but so unrecognizably thin and weak. And I'm just going to wash it on top of these candles here. Now remember, I want to do kind of like a crazy green flame on the candle, so that's why I'm not like really doing anything crazy with the coloration there. Okay, oh my gosh. Hey Victoria, how's it going? My back hurts from not doing this for so long. Today has exhausted me. Okay. So I said I wanted to do a gray. Yeah, just don't go outside, Victoria. Unless they say the stand your ground law works when people that aren't wearing masks come near you, then by all means do the Lord's work. All right, so that all needs to dry. I'm still 50-50 about what we're supposed to do with this trim. I'm thinking light blue gray. So I'm gonna go back with our military blue. I think that's the move. That's going to be what looks really good. So let's go ahead and kind of start lining stuff out. It's not going to take too long when we actually get started. Let me zoom in for you. Okay. So we will get started on the dress, and then whenever we have this done, knock out the fur cowl, knock out the hair, and then some glowy bits. Yeah, this is going to look good. I can feel it in my bones, man. Here, why don't we do this? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We can do our little stripe and the ruffle. Who doesn't love a good ruffle with some dip? If you double dip during a pandemic, you're getting a knife pulled on you. Alright, so we got the ruffle. What else we got down here? Oh. Well, I hope it helps you out. I mean, I think it. Assuming, I mean, the way you put that makes me think you haven't had it previously. So if that's true, it's always great when you start seeing like how it can help you in so many different areas of your life. You know that you wouldn't necessarily think. But you will most likely feel like a superhuman for a few days until your body kind of is like, okay, I know what this is now. Alright, so we're just going through and sort of base coating and prepping the trim here. I'll back it out because we have so much to do all over it. Yeah, I know, making sure you're drinking water. It's gonna help a lot because it's gonna like. By the end of the day, your back will kind of hurt. Like from my experience, it just like puts you in overdrive, kind of. All right. And the goal here, well, maybe not the goal, but the challenge, that's what I'll say. The challenge is that we don't want this to look like it's metallic. I mean, maybe it is, but either way, since we're using a similar bass tone to what we're using already on our metals, you know, I don't want to confuse the viewer, so to speak. Not that anyone's ever going to see this miniature again when I'm done with it, but where's it go? Right into the trash, and then I spit on it. And then I pull out my cat of nine tails and start whipping myself on my back, and I say, bad, bad. No, just kidding. She'll go on the stream shelf. If I send it to you, yeah, that'd be nice, right? I just don't want to get caught in the weeds here doing all these, but I know it's going to be so tempting. Alright, we're alright on time. I guess the main difference here is that we'll actually end up going more of a blue direction with the highlight and then into sort of like a white edge highlight or a gray. So it should push us out of that non-metallic metal territory. Hopefully. If it doesn't, then nana nana boo boo, but yeah, my back hurts. Oof. Alright, cool. So, I also need to take more medicine for the lungy, so one moment, please. Okay. My eye is like running. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, what's up with my eye? Hold on just a minute. It's like a myriad of problems here happening all at once. Let me use some eye drops. What did I just run into? Okay. Eye drops are hiding right here. If I okay, yep, got him. All right. Oh man, I gotta do this whole thing. What am I running? Okay. Ugh. Oh gosh. Woo! Oh, come on, chair. Where are you at? Right there? There you go. Burns so good. Now it looks like I've been crying. Even though there is something still in my eye. Oh. I think it's because I have this fan pointed directly like at my face. It blew something in there. Alright. Much better. Okay. Gotta love rotos. Those burn. Alright, so I'm gonna get clear phthalo blue. Wow. You can use any kind of blue you want. Any kind of, like, you know, darker blue. You don't want like a baby blue or something. I'm gonna mix this in 50-50. And white. There we go. Maybe a little bit more of that blue. I think I just goofed. I think I goofed, guys. It's probably too much. But I had to put it all over the palette to make room. Alright, let's see what we got. Blue and white, two very strong pigments, so you just gotta keep that in mind whenever you're working with those colors. Let me zoom in for you. So, I believe that's going to work out for us. I think we're way too close. There we go. Alright. Oh my god. That definitely could have broken, but we're good. Now there are two individual strips going around the edge there. I'm not gonna fight it and like try and do the entire thing, so I'm gonna do the very top and the very bottom. That should make it a little bit easier for you guys to do as well. Okay. Maybe I'll go brighter here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go back to our darker military blue. Water, and I'm gonna bridge the gap in between these tones like so, kind of chill them out a little bit. So I need a little bit brighter here. Something like that. There we go. I'm right with that. Okay. All right. Boom. Let's jump into the rest of the trim here. I am paying attention to the overall lighting wherever we're doing this too, because it will end up wasting time if we're like putting too much focus on spots that are in darker shadows. So as we move over here, things like that, I'm only going to be hitting the top of the designs, implying that there's more of a shadow than a bright tone. So it just naturally kind of gets darker as you move around. Right in here, we're probably going to keep it pretty dark. Except for right in the center. It's funny, it still looks wet there. That's definitely that wash we did with the clear purple, which is so unfortunate. I guess I didn't shake it up enough. Didn't get that matte medium that they mix in to Reaper paints. They mix in matte medium, drying agent, and flow improver. But a lot of the paint is house paint that gets mixed together, so spoilers, it's house paint. Or it's whatever I think it's Kenmore paints. I forget what. I've got photos of of whatever it is. I remember I took a photo. I thought it was so funny. Okay. Going back in the front. Oh my god, see? That little... I gotta figure out this fan solution because it's like blowing dust into the brush as I move to the palette, which is entertaining but annoying. Alright, there we go. Put a little lip on that. What's going on with that? Did I just like totally neglect a part? Right here? What is this? You're now dark. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, but go away. Okay. Okay. So many swirls. The infamous Rackham swirl. Boom. Alright, so now I'm gonna go for way more white. Mix it in down here. A nice sort of gray sky blue. So it's not like a baby blue, right? But it's more of a very dull sky blue kind of color. Something like that. And you'll notice what I did, right? I kind of pick like two middle portions to highlight, and then I do the top and bottom edge going from that little section. Helps create more depth. Makes things just look a little bit better. I feel like this color jumps too much compared to the previous tone. Let me help it out a little bit. There we go. Pushing it down some. There. All right. Try to make sure I'm in focus here. Okay. Nice and boring. All right. Boom. All right, cool. We got that. Let's do the skin really quick. Get some white. What is this music? Let me move this over. Okay. I don't have room. Okay, so some good old-fashioned cleave. Let me zoom in here for you. Now I don't think there's enough definition in the skin here, but there's so little to worry about. I'm not gonna go back and try and mess with it, you know. We understand what's going on here. We got vampire hunting orbs in full effect. You know, she's proud. I'm not gonna tell her she's wrong, so we'll just highlight everything up and be on our merry way. Our merry vampire hunting way. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, on to a little face here. Man, they cheated us out of this sculpt, right? Didn't even give us a full face. It's all right. So, kind of impossible to see what's happening. I can't really do my normal technique of down the corner. All right, part of the mouth. Side of the mouth. Literally, you can't see the face even when she's standing in front of you. So, we're just gonna do our best, I suppose. We can go deeper though on the cheeks there, so let me do that. I'm gonna take this color and add a little bit of rust brown. Let's see what we can get right here. Round that out. There we go. Round this side out. She's kind of making a stink face, huh? Disgusted by these vampires. Just disgusted. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and do... I'm gonna grab some like magenta and rust brown for the lip. Now, lips are never the same color, usually, illustratively speaking. You do a lighter one on bottom and a darker one on top, or vice versa. I usually do a darker one on top, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Little illustration cheat 101. I'm gonna do this off camera because I need to do such a strange angle. Okay, are we cool there? We're cool there. All right, do the hands. We're gonna add more depth into the hair and everything too, so I'm not too awfully concerned. Boom. So for the hair, I'm gonna take a marigold yellow. And we're gonna work our way down to kind of like a rust brown tone for the hair. So marigold yellow. Into all the highlight areas. Like so. Pretty simple. And then I'm going to take the bronze shadow color, glaze into that around our marigold. Super easy peasy. Flip the back. Go ahead and do a little bit there. It's all in shadow, but we got to pretend like we care about it. Look at me pretend. Look at that. I'm pretending so much right now. Look at that. All right, cool. Back to the front. Rust brown. A little bit of magenta mixed into the rust brown. I want that kind of like strawberry red. And bridging into all of the shadows that we ignored so far. And then once that's dry, we're gonna do a wash. And then we'll just render that out. Easy peasy. So, while it's drying, I need to get a little bit more purple. Since that's kind of our overall shadow tone this whole time. And I'm gonna take that, plus a little bit of brown as the wash for the hair. And this is gonna like redefine the jaw, all those different areas. I'm not gonna flood it in. I want it to just kind of drop off the brush. Like so. Just like that. And then we'll go back and adjust as we need to, but see how now it's this like really rich sort of red, deep burgundy. It'll dry a little bit different than that, and then we'll highlight it up if needed. All right, so we got that, boom. Boom, boom. All right, so I'm gonna grab rust brown. 50-50 marigold yellow right here, sorry. We're gonna do our gold accessories. Trim on the book. sword. Easy peasy up here. Little top, sort of top half of that symbol. And the bottom, there's a little support right there. Hold on. How do I, Yeah, there. Look at this airbrush tool right there. Okay. Remember, this weekend we actually have our airbrush class. I need to email everybody tomorrow about it, but I thought about rescheduling it, and I think I can do it. If I have to reschedule, I'm so sorry, but that's pretty much everything right now is I think I can do it, but if not, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, right here. Okay, and then the easy cheat that we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything up and do edges with a very bright color, and then we'll glaze it with marigold, and it'll look gold the second we're done. So, I'm going to take white, boom, and some of that bronze shadow. It's pretty much a skin tone. Okay. Yep. Uno momento. Alright, so hour and a half in. I'm doing pretty good. I figured it would take us about like an hour. Oh, totally forgot about the airbrush class. Well, it's alright. You got time. Alright, so let me look at this right here. Alright, this will be good. Is this even like a good angle? Hold on, guys. There you go. Does that work? That works. So again, we're just going really, really bright so I can just glaze at the last step and not worry about any of the transitional work. This is also just like the easiest way to do gold non-metallic metal. I mean, if you're not trying to do, like, if you aren't painting big chunks, right, it's such a simple technique to do it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to do top and bottom edge. Something like that. This is a little bit difficult angle, but My brush like literally did not want to work with that angle. That's so funny. All right, whatever. Up here. My brush said access denied. Hold on, sorry, I see a chat message just slinging by. Oh, sibling, what's going on? We have hit the full GoFundMe amount, which is awesome. That was kind of the unexpected surprise of the day. Three weeks of lockdown. Yeah, my roommate's mom, the guys I live with in Texas, their mom is in a hospital with COVID right now. She got admitted yesterday. So things are not looking good. I am fully expecting things to lock down for fall again. Without a doubt, I think conventions are probably a terrible idea at this point. And we just gotta hope for the best. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, COVID, walking pneumonia, and the COVID is also causing kidney failure. So I'm hoping everything works. And the hospital is full. They're out of ICU beds and they have no ventilators. So the situation's not the best. So I'm hoping it all works out okay. She's so nice. Like Sydney and I have been around her quite a bit. And she's always just the sweetest lady, so. All right, now we're gonna glaze. Needs a little bit more pigment. Well, the problem is too, a lot of people can't get their booster dose in time because it takes 2 weeks to like be effective, right? So like, if you could get a booster dose, if you're eligible, that's the best thing you could do. I will be eligible whenever it's available, and I'm definitely gonna do it. We were talking about it earlier today on stream, but that's the problem is now people are like, ooh, I don't know if I can get it in time for it to, you know, really do it to it. Okay, so got that. Now, very quickly, let's do the trim on her outfit. So I'm gonna do Jungle Moss, which is like a very dull, I'm almost out of room on this palette, very dull green. And I'm just gonna grab some of our like gray tones here, mix it in to our gray blue, and this will be our highlight tone on the cowl, the fur cowl here. It's not even gonna look green, which is the best part. Very sneaky. The further away from like the head, the darker I'm letting it be. So very simple highlight structure. Okay, I'm gonna add more white. This is like seafoam green at this point. Yeah, this will. It's on YouTube, it's on Twitch, it's on Facebook. This evening I was going to take both links from today's stream since they're both for Patreon and then just publish them out on Patreon as well, so don't worry. You will be able to find them. I'll send the YouTube links directly. But yeah, anything that's like publicly done is always going to be on YouTube. Unless there's like a weird YouTube problem, but I don't think so. That hasn't happened, knock on wood, in so long. Okay. Now then, very quickly, I'm going to do the blade on the sword. Very quickly. Yes, Gary. I don't know who you are, bud. So yeah, you'll have the links later. I didn't have time when I was like earlier today. I was like, well, I did tell everybody it would be public, so I figured if you were able to watch, you'd be able to watch, and then I would just reshare it later. Since all of this stuff is happening at just like odd times, you know. Okay. These dumb little guys back here, I'm just going to outline very simply. Very quick. Okay, boom, back to this. So we need that to be brighter. We are almost there. Since that's almost white, I'm gonna add a little bit of a highlight there. I feel like the gold is now too dark by comparison, so let me just kind of like dab in a couple of white highlights here just for, you know, goodness sake. Boom, boom. Okay. I forgot I usually do go back on the gold stuff and add a bright, and we didn't do that. There you go. Look at that. So easy, so quick. Boom. What you know about that? All right, cool. Now, other than the leathers, which, you know, who cares? So we're going to go like this. Take some phthalo green. Oh my god, that is trash. Okay, let's try a different one. Here we go. Now then, non-lung problem Josh would definitely airbrush this first tint, but we aren't doing that, so we're gonna go ahead and boop boop. Be glazing phthalo green on all this. Do a little bit on top of the symbol here. A little bit on the side of the hat. Side of the symbol. This is like McDonald's OSL right now. It's super quick. This fast food object source lighting. Oh, it looks good already though. Okay, sorry, I take that back. Maybe not fast food. This is just like you know, air fried something. Quick, but not terrible. Okay. Slam it on there, huh? Now then, I don't think the entire candle would be lit with this, but don't care. Okay, easy peasy. So now, I'm gonna take this directly with white. No, that's not good. There we go. I need... I don't want to do an entire new palette sheet just for this color, but... You gotta do what you gotta do, man. There we go. Alright, so... I waited to do the non-metallic metal highlights on this until right now because I knew that it would help sell the OSL effect. See what I'm doing? I'm just doing the tops like so. We're like microwaving the technique here. And because we chose to use purple, and we have lots of warm tones as well, all these colors are going to be best friends forever and just work nicely. If you feel like you didn't do enough on the gold part, you can go back and do the top edges too with the same color. Look at that. See how it just comes together? Okay, further icing on the vampire hunting cake here. What's up, James? Showed up right at the end of the shindig. Sort of. I mean, whatever. We're doing alright for 2 hours. Alright, so I'm going to take phthalo green here. Tad bit of white just to give it some body. Hit the tops of the flames, that way they're definitely phthalo green. Definitely. And then we're going to do white underneath that, the brighter they get. And then we'll just glaze in between to make them best friends. Two-hour paint job or bust. So we're 10 minutes away from the goal here. There it is, look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I was only able to do that so easily because the tip was still wet, so I could wet blend it. But we'll go back, clean it up. Okay. Blending down the middle. What do you guys think? Did we do it? I think we did it. Should we do a little bit more phthalo green on the top of the hat? Tip of the pimp hat there? Do a little bit much. We 100% did it. 2 hours or less, boy. I'm like a Jiffy Lube when it comes to mediocre paint jobs. Alright, so very quickly, half-assing leather, etc. here. Leather, etc. the best BDSM shop in town. You can buy illegal flavored vape juice and all of the whips and chains you can think of. Alright. Now obviously if you don't like layering up all these small straps at the end of the day, you can paint them a much brighter brown and then just wash it down and not care. What's the phrase? Paint smart, not hard? So, I'm not sure what is on our menu tomorrow. I will be doing another hour on the Atelier Mini, and then I forget what it is. I think it's Miniature Monday #1. I think it's what we were supposed to do on Monday. Friday's Miniature Monday #2. I don't remember actually. I just gotta look. I got so much to catch up on that it's just, oh no, all this stuff. Oh my god. All right. We'll get there. Now's when I start to phone it in, right? The classic phone-in hour. There we go. That's good enough for me. A little detail edging. Let's just not talk about me highlighting something that should be metal as leather. What about the garlic? It's garlic! Oh my god. P. We literally didn't know what it was this whole time, dude. It's fucking garlic. Oh my god, it's garlic. It's garlic. I didn't know this whole time. Alright. That's easy. Garlic, that ain't nothing. We can do some garlic up in here. What about the garlics? Oh, I missed it? Okay. For real? Have I missed it this whole time? That's too funny, man. I'm sorry. That's pretty good. The garlics. Okay. What about the garlics? Bro. Too good. Too funny. All right, garlic. All right, easy peasy. All right, so we're gonna get the nice bright color here. It's looking really great though, except for the garlic, Pete says. Come on, dude. She stinks. She walking around out here stanking like some garlic. She's like, no, it's the garlic on my hip. I always carry that garlic. You guys into that garlic? Alright. And then we do have a bottle right there, so we'll do a little bottle work. Everybody loves painting a bottle in 2 seconds flat, right? Let's see. Ay, ay, ay. It's a glass bottle. Oh, Lord. It's a glass bottle. It's going to be filled with holy water. There's a cross on it, so we will make sure that gets hit. There we go. Now, this is a strap, but because I am so incredibly pressed for time here, we're going to pretend that is a spout, but it's a strap. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of phthalo green here and kind of wanna. We're going to throw this on here. And then blue for holy water, of course. Down here at the bottom of the bottle. And then we'll go back and do the edges again. And that will be all of the love that we give a thing full of holy water. Cool enough. All right, garlic bulbs. I'm going to take that tan... Sorry, I keep calling it tanned, whatever. It's the bronze shadow color here. Wash that all over her garlic. All over her bulbs, dude. There you go. Gotta love a good bulb. Hey, let's be real pro painters. We're gonna alternate the metallic tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and tint a little bit of that bronzed shadow here. Look at that, see? Can't have the same tone for everything, man. And then I'm gonna grab like what do we got? Maybe some magenta, do a little magenta hit. Like this. Hey, what you know about that? What you know about a little bit of pink? Pink on the vampire sticker, huh? I don't like it right there. I'll put it right here. Still needs to be pretty reflective at the tip. Cool. Back that out. Well, I actually love the glass bottle. I think that turned out easy. Let's go ahead and do a little edge. Down here. What you know about that? Boom, glass bottle, and then let's get this nice little sort of garlicky skinny tone and hit the tops of the garlic bulbs. And that's it, man. The base is never gonna get finished. The base is up to you. Congratulations. I have once again cheated all of you out of never painting a base, but I'm not complaining. I think today's paint job is absolutely awesome. Very pleased with all the effects. We were absolutely just slamming through on there with them. Pretty good for 2 hours. I always like to see what we can get done in 2 hours, and today we definitely pushed everything. Now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult painting the guy in the wheelchair, that vampire hunter, because he's got so much more going on. He's got a pet dog. He's got a dog with him and stuff. Like, what? I mean, what can you really do? But that will be the challenge, is making him look just as badass. He doesn't have anything oh, he does have candles. I take it back. He's got candles. But boom, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Very happy, big day indeed. Funding the GoFundMe completely, all that good stuff. Doing 2 painting streams. My chest hurts, my lung hurts a little bit. but not as bad as I was expecting. So definitely happy. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I'm going to take a big picture of this, and I'll make sure to get it posted up where it needs to be. So I will see you guys again tomorrow at 1 p.m. as we continue working on the big bust here. And that's it. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Goodbye. I love sliding out of frame like that. It's just too funny. Too funny.